Ok, sono qua, scusate. Scusate. Ehm, se riesco mi metto poi a mettere a posto Twitter. Yes. A meno che hanno cambiato veramente le cose di Twitter che non puoi più scrivere sono live, sono... so, perché onestamente non penso che sto facendo così, ma non sto facendo niente di male. Vabbè. So, allora, siamo in un loop temporale, abbiamo conosciuto la Cornaida e ci sta dicendo, ehi, devi scoprire da solo cosa sta succedendo, perché se te lo dico io, probabilmente succederanno delle cose nella tua testa che non andranno bene. Così, stiamo cercando di capire cos'è. Io ho già capito cos'è, sono penso quelli lì dell'Accademia che stanno facendo esperimenti, che sono quelli di test. Solo che quando ho dato la risposta, io pensavo che era come quella volta lì perché c'era il minigioco delle risposte che dovevi formulare una risposta. Pensavo che era come un'altra volta che tu dovevi formulare molteplici domande che portavano a una risposta, poi magari una risposta portava un'altra risposta, non so, c'era un minigioco così. Prima non mi ricordo se era un evento, vabbè. In ogni caso io ho risposto come uno scemo che siamo in un time loop e lei ci ha detto no, cioè in teoria sì è giusto, però non è quello che voglio dirti. Quindi niente, sono un peasant, no, sto scherzando. Ai ai ai. E niente, adesso io continuo qua, se succede di nuovo lo guardo su YouTube, scusate la schifezza, sì lo so faccio schifo ma non ho tutta la serie.
Have
E
you ever
niente,
kept goldfish
cominciamo.
as pets? They're very cute.
Cute. Cominciamo a fare domande in giro. Non so perché sta laggando così tanto il gioco.
Hey there.
Sta laggando di brutto. Vabbè.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
Eh,
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
hai avuto nulla di strano
Huh?
ultimamente?
What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
Mm.
To put it another way, if you really, really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday? Did you
Non è...
actually come back from the forest yesterday?
Qualcosa mi dà l'idea che sono burattini comunque.
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
Nessuno sogna su Merlo.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
A parte che facciamo domande e risposte anche nei sogni, però insomma nei sogni è più criptato, tra virgolette. Non so come dirlo.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
Ci troviamo in una strana situazione, però non siamo sicuri che sia solo
Ooh,
legata
I
alla tua
knew it! I
divinazione.
told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
Eh,
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back. Help us better understand it.
mm.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
Siamo tutti intrappolati nel giorno del festival di Sabrezzo. In realtà è previsto il nostro futuro molte ore. Non so se dirlo... Provo a non dirlo schietto.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Speriamo
I
che ci
knew you weren't
creda.
going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you.
Meno male.
Recall the interpretation of your divination, the moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
Mm.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals.
Mm.
The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Ok.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune telling is just fortune telling. It's no good for practical problems.
Beh, però sembra interessante.
We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Proviamo di nuovo con lei.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Proviamo a portare a vedere la vera Daniel.
Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Bene. E se non fosse più lei la... Vediamo. Deia incontra l'altra Deia. Cos'è?
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
La banda di raptori vi ha appena teso un'imboscata.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
Anchezza mentale anomale. La Claymore.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds, and then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Devo dire la Claymore, giusto? Ma non ho paura di sbagliare di
My
nuovo.
mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Voglio solo sentire cosa dici.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
La spada. Giusto?
Tell her, traveler.
Perché è rimasta ferita perché non sei ancora abituata al tuo spadone. Hai venduto il tuo spadone per sostenere il festival.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
Mi spieghi cosa è successo.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Non hai notato qualcosa di strano in Daniel?
She's quieter than usual. uninterested in anything, and really gloomy.
Mm.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Mm.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
Mm.
My lady, are you angry?
Quindi come ti mostra delle prove.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
No, no, insomma, mi aspettavo una cosa diversa. Da fare con dei, non proprio quello. No, ho sbagliato. La vibra. La vibra. Andiamo. Pensavo che sinceramente Naida non ci avrebbe creduto e come sempre saremmo dovuti arrangiarci noi due. Io e Paimon, come sempre. Però sembrerebbe che stavolta ce l'abbiamo fatta capire. Scocciatori. Anche Naida ancora.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh?
Come Yana.
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Che figura di me.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Riesci a vedere?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
Inizia a discutere. Che finalmente riesce a
You
capire.
think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this.
È quello che ho detto io, cioè quello che volevo dire all'inizio. Mi sono perso. Anche lì che diceva interpreta di eccetera, nella missione che avevamo fatto prima non era così semplice, devi fare così, così, insomma era abbastanza difficile. Però ti faceva riprovare, qua non mi ha dato neanche un tentativo.
Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Aida, puoi dirci qualcosa sulla Akash?
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Akasha opera affidandosi al potere della Gnu, in quanto esso è la manifestazione del potere della dea della saggezza. Accoglie la saggezza dell'intero popolo e concede un cambio alla conoscenza. Quindi c'è molteplici dei? Basic.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
Beh, certo.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people."
Brava Paimon.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What happened?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Però la maggior parte delle informazioni della cache proviene da
Oh,
Rimis.
yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
Ricchezza, informazioni, déjà vu, gli abitanti di Sumeru non so.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and
Potrebbe
stronger.
essere la stanchezza mentale anumana o gli abitanti di Sumeru non sognano.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Sì. Quanto adesso la manifestazione dell'arco, yes.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Ho paura di sbagliare. E se fosse la stanchezza mentale? No. Quello lì della caccia l'abbiamo già detto. Déjà vu non è. Gli abitanti di... Allora, questo.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
O questo.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange
Però non,
phenomenon.
penso che non è questo perché l'abbiamo già detto, no?
Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Ah, aspetta però. Non è che la caccia che ci sta ciucciando, non so, penso che sia questo. Penso che non sia sbagliato, no? È sbagliato, ho paura, però penso che sia questo.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking.
No, però non ha
What
senso,
is going on?
perché lei ci ha detto, perché lei pensa, presumo che sia colpa di quello che abbiamo vecchio. Gli abitanti di è uno sogno. Tanto ho paura di sbagliare, ma tantissimo paura. Però penso che sia questo. Forse è questo.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
Raccoglie la saggezza. Terra di un'agnosi. Però non è l'agnosi, è quello lì che abbiamo all'orecchio, non è quello che abbiamo all'orecchio. L'agnosi è quello lì che tocchi. Anche no, abitante. Ho paura che questo non c'entra niente.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
Questo è collegato a questo. Questo sarà collegato. Lei vuole sapere appunto quello lì. Sarà questo, gli abitanti non sognano. Questo.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Va bene, scusa. Allora questo. Uno di due.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy.
Cascia, però non il...
When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
Come potrebbe farlo?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Non so perché, ma non credo che sia così semplice.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Perché era fabulous. No, no. Tutti tolgono i termini.
How does everyone feel?
Ho notato anche un'altra cosa.
Huh? What is it?
Sembra che alla fine di ogni giornata si sente un beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
Sentite lo stesso suono a Porto Osmos.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
Beep.
Traveler, did you hear that?
Yeah.
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
E io mi sta sempre più simpatica. Mi triggera che non l'ho presa nel banner. Mi triggera. Mi triggera tantissimo. È troppo simpatico. Mi piace che fa vedere a tutti che è forte, spacca tutto, poi non la conosci, ti dice sì, i profumi di Sumeo sono i migliori. Poi invece per la missione là che avevano fatto del festival diceva devo farmi meglio le unghie, facciamo morire da ridere. Con Candace di fianco che diceva sì. A me mi ha fatto morire da ridere, onestamente. Nel senso che all'inizio la conosci tutta... Poi, poi magari ti ricordi anche del festival e dici... Che ci sta? Quindi esperimenti. E un'altra volta lo faremo. Beh. Ah, gli occhi. Sta caricando tutto.
Paimon remembers everything!
Eh, 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 eh.
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
Alla fine alla fine di ieri sera.
Definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
Non abbiamo davvero spezzato il legame con il terminale.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Ah, è quella la sua spada. Guarda, mi piaceva. Avevi fatto una foto. Immagine desktop non sarebbe stato.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Cosa noto?
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
What?
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Non sei ancora abituato al nuovo spadone?
How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Non hai avvertito qualcosa di strano?
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Era perché abbiamo rimosso i nostri terminali.
Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Possibile che ci siamo liberati?
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
Prima alla fine della giornata.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
In qualche modo quella porcheria lì fa pip e ci entra in testa. Interessantissima, sta missione è bellissima.
It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same.
È bellissima, è una delle missioni più interessanti che ho fatto. Cioè, Allora, quella lì della guerra di Inazuma ci stava tantissimo, eccetera, ma è così diversa da tutte le missioni che abbiamo fatto fino adesso che è veramente interessante.
Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
I don't think so.
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
But
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow.
un po' strana Naida, che simpatica.
How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
I mean, I guess, nel senso che se devo andare a lavorare, domani esiste veramente.
It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Non ci starei mica dicendo che la nostra avventura è tutta stata un sogno dalla prima volta che abbiamo pescato lei, eccetera. È successo già altre volte. Pescato Paimon è già successo un'infinita marea di volte.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut
Non
down.
so, sarebbe un finale di quelli che la mia testa sarebbe. Infatti che a me piacciono molto le cose col tempo, eccetera, mi piacciono giochi che mettono qualcosa sul tempo, non so perché. Non lo so.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow.
Energia pensando alle cose che imparerai.
Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Mi sembra giusto perché nessuno tira l'acqua. Sto scherzando.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
Hadoop doop.
Is that so strange?
Hadoop doop.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
Però c'è ragione, se vai al bagno senti sollievo. Fai tanta plin plin e vedi come ti sei. Mamma mia. Perle di saggezza. Ogni volta che vado al bagno tiro tipo 5 volte lo sciacquone. Poi a fine mese vedi la bolletta dell'acqua. Però rilassato.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our...
Adesso vedi com'è gli alieni. Apri gli occhi. Pip.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Shut up. Occhio di cretino. Ti tocca la testa.
We're still in the same day.
Come volevasi dimostrare.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Beh,
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! Whatever. you were looking out for us after all.
Non pensavo fosse perché eravamo andati in mare. A ogni modo non importa.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
No, è troppo simpatico.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Ma senti,
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
la teoria del loop è sbagliata.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Capacità di combattimento sono migliorate anche la malattia si è aggravata.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset.
Reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
Se sbagliamo cosa succede?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
O siamo in qualche... Hai presente in Fallout 4? Quando comincia l'avventura? Che sei dentro il coso, immobilizzato. O è una cosa del genere.
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles.
I risultati
The
dell'eliminazione.
moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Il suono dice che è questo. Ah, non è da associare.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Questo aspetta, con associare cosa? Aspetta un attimo.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis.
Ok, volevo solo sentire.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha.
Non c'entra niente.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the
Sarà
festival.
il perenne samsara.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to. The moon, illusion.
Il festival perenne. Basta. Per questo? No. Seleziona un altro testo per innescare una reazione. Allora sarà risultati da... no. Per questo? No, ma non c'entra niente. I codi svaniscono ogni giorno.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
Se tutti i ricordi che abbiamo del giorno venissero cancellati a fine giornata, arriveremo inconsapevolmente allo stesso giorno ancora. Quindi? Hai creato questa roba nuova. Non c'entra niente. Il suono della...
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later
Sì,
samsara
questo è quello
cycles.
lì che abbiamo fatto.
The moon, a loop. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear... Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants
Non
knowledge
so
to the
perché sembra che
people.
ha senso questo. Scusate, più che altro sto dando retta a quello che leggo, ma una parte del mio cervello c'è una paura di sbagliare.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
O è questo? Non so perché poi abbiamo collegato questo e è uscito questo.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
I nostri ricordi vengono cancellati a fine giornata.
Oh, then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now
Sì, scusate se non ho schiacciato subito quell'opzione, ma ho una paura di sbagliare.
A brilliant deduction.
My God. Thank you.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
Avete scambiato un cristallo rotto di pyro per una luce. Avete perso di vista la vera natura, la sua vera natura perché vi siete concentrati troppo sul fatto che si illumina. Entrambi si illuminano i cristallotteri e la luce. Però ci siamo concentrati troppo sul fatto che si illumina. Quindi vuol dire che c'è qualcosa nel mezzo che...
That isn't simple at all.
Ancora una conclusione sbagliata?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right. She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go.
La roba andrà in eterno finché non dirò la vera domanda o... No, la vera risposta o... Se no me lo cerco su internet, perché se devo stare 2 giorni così a fare così sto loop mi viene mal di te. Sarà... Io secondo me... Penso che l'idea sia che questi qua o ci hanno messo in qualche laboratorio. Non so. A mo' di Fallout 4. Non è che una roba la Fallout
There
4.
you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia...
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second!
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
Andiamo dritto al punto.
Oh, that works.
Diventate improvvisamente abile col nuovo spazzone. Perché? Abbiamo vissuto questo stesso giorno già molto.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Ci ho pensato anch'io. Se utilizzassero le risorse dell'intera città e informazioni fornite da Raka. Ma se dietro a tutto questo ci sono i saggi, se utilizzassero le risorse.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything. It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Vabbè. No, ho sbagliato.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Cos'è il dolore? No. Non so.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it.
Però la fotocamera si resetta.
The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Sembra che dobbiamo abbandonare queste teorie.
I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun.
Beh.
Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Sembra che non siamo nel mondo reale.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
All'improvviso mi sono reso conto che c'è
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
Come mai non abbiamo mai pensato di lasciare la città?
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city.
Ho qualche dubbio.
Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
Mi davvero strano.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Ma se io mi teletrasportavo, no? prima di fare sta missione. Cioè, dopo che per fare le missioni giornaliere, cosa succedeva? Ok, è una ida. Troppo epico.
We're back! You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Cosa succede se cercassimo di lasciare la città?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
Ok.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Ok, questa è la chiave.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
E di nuovo beep.
Our memories are back!
Mettiamoci in modo.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Cosa vuoi dire che succede?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
A chi, scusa?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Quante innumerevoli dimensioni il nostro festival nella città di Sumeru, solo una di esse. Cosa?
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
2 giorni prima.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Mettiamoci in modo.
Okay, let's go.
Ah, devo proprio andare. Vabbè, mi hanno dato i soldi, però vuol dire che abbiamo completato la parte, giusto? Uno ci è intrappolato in qualche dimensione strana. Che cacchio stanno facendo? Mo' gli spacco la testa. Appena ci liberano, gli tiro una Yumia la freccia di Yumia qua.
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
Quindi l'Accademia non ha alcuna fiducia in voi. Naturalmente l'Accademia non condivideva più piani con una pedina. Vabbè, l'Accademia.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Paimon rimani qua.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Lasciare la città potrebbe avere degli effetti negativi sui nostri ricordi. È necessario che qualcuno rimanga qui e osservi lo svolgersi dell'evento.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together.
Se andassimo via insieme accadrebbe tutto come prima.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you.
Oh, Paimon è così epica.
Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Va bene.
And please, be careful.
Oh, è così brava poi. Non so cosa succede.
Memories!
Mettiamoci in moto. Era abbracciato. Che carino.
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
Oh, che carino.
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Nonostante io non ricordo niente di tutto questo, ti chiedo scusa. Non ho intenzione di abbandonarti. Oh, che cosa bellissima.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Che carina.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Andiamo a descrivere cosa succede.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
Sei sicura di ciò che hai visto? Non è che te lo sei immaginato?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Non ero nemmeno a conoscenza dell'esistenza del Gear.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
Allora non hanno solo ristretto l'accesso su me, stanno anche cancellando la memoria di tutti quelli che se ne vanno.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose.
Cos'è? Light Town che non ci rompe le
But
scatole?
this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
I nostri ricordi vengono cancellati, possiamo lasciare una traccia che vada oltre i ricordi.
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
È sempre un
Don't look at
ricordo.
me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
Ok. Andiamo. Ah, pensavo che eravamo scomparsi. Stavo già dicendo, ma che... Non è che ci ha impiegato troppo tempo. Ah.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message.
Ah, e poi alla fine lui ha detto c'è molteplici
Yeah.
dimessi, eh?
I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
Vale la pena provarci.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
Dobbiamo pensare che sia meglio che tu rimanga qui.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
È troppo epica poi. A domani.
Okay. See you tomorrow, traveler.
Ok.
That
Andiamo
covers
noi.
everything that's happened so far.
Quello che ho mandato me stesso quando ho lasciato.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Yeah.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Ok.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls.
È tipo un videogioco. I guess.
Everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
Tipo quei giochi lì che mettono i teletrasporti fuori dall'area giocabile, eccetera. Beh, lo fanno tutti i giochi.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
I guess the mess.
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Spazio dove eravamo ieri.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Ah, in effetti.
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
In effetti.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Forse questo?
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Spero solo che non sia Tanto
Was
difficile
that
che sto
space
continuando a
actually the
sbagliare.
real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Però c'è ragione anche.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack
Penso
of
che
human
questo non c'entra
presence.
niente. Questo sembra troppo
My
facile.
impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Però questo...
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Però lo sappiamo già che non è il mondo reale, questo.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends
Questo lo
at the
sappiamo
sound of
già.
that.
Sarà questo.
Was that space actually the real world?
Non lo so. Ho senza più di differenza.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Non mi dice niente questa frase, questa sì.
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Però questo, se continuo a sbagliare poi non ce l'ho su.
That doesn't sound right.
Va bene, scusa, allora non posso sbagliare. Allora questo.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beat,
Ma non lo sapevo già, l'ha già detto.
the Sub-Zero's
L'ha già
festival
detto l'altra
also
volta.
disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day?
Every single day. Every single...
Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
In effetti fa bollire la testa, sta cavolo di...
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Qualcosa di semplice e piccolo.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
Credo, no? Non è che... Datemi un po' di tempo, ho bisogno di pensare.
Hey, where are you going?
Vai in mente locale, sulla tanto familiare panchina della città. Adesso ti siedi, ti detto. Non è che è quello scemo di Edgar, no. Avevamo fatto una missione che aveva una Hydra, l'avevamo incontrata. C'era Edgar di fianco. Non mi stupirebbe che quel deficiente. Tanto panchina, che non esiste per me.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
È troppo carina Paimon. Dopo sta missione il rispetto di Paimon era già alto, ma adesso è altissimo. 3000%. Ci sta.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Danzare già ora.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Il tuo tono di voce è cambiato.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
Credo di aver risposto.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time we're gonna get to the truth.
Sure, I guess. Se ci faceva una missione al giorno dura tipo 30 giorni sta roba. Però magari non è vero, in 2 o 3 giorni ce la faccio. Oggi è domenica, domani è lunedì, poi abbiamo domani e dopodomani. E niente, nel senso che mercoledì e sabato devo di nuovo farmi la giornata. E niente, mi è stato detto che forse alla fine di settembre si fa sta cosa. Vediamo.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces.
Fa ridere perché oggi per l'ennesima volta un altro collega mi fa che sembra una persona troppo seria. Vedesse i miei stream. Beh, le persone che me lo dicono, amici, familiari non, perché la gente sa, la mia famiglia sa come sono. Però amici, persone che conosco, colleghi o non colleghi, se vedono i miei stream e sentono me chiacchierare, che parlo anche voi, con voi, dicono, rimangono così secondo me. Così, per 2 ore così. Nel senso, penso buono, però non cattivo. L'ennesimo amico che pensa che sono troppo serio, guarda lo stream e il giorno dopo mi fa: ma tu sei strano, io sono tipo, ma che cacchio ho fatto? No, vabbè, l'ennesima persona. L'avevo già detto in passato, parlo di persone che mi conoscono ben poco. Se voi incontreste me, non so neanche se è italiano, mi dispiace se un giorno che mi incontrate, cioè se un giorno mi incontrate e non avete mai visto i miei stream, ci rimanete male come sono diverso, ma proprio malissimo, perché negli stream sono totalmente diversi. Comunque, vediamo come. A me piace sparare, quello sì. In realtà però blend with the humans. Mi piace quel meme, blend with the humans. Detroit Become Human è anche bello come gioco. Ho visto tutti i finali però, quindi non riuscirei neanche a giocarci. Cioè, per curiosità sì, però vabbè. Niente, piccola parentesi, mi ha fatto ridere sta cosa perché poi ho pensato, sono tornato a casa, ho detto adesso mi metto a chiacchierare davanti al computer con un microfono. Come non ci fosse un domani. Qualcuno lo scoprirebbe, di conoscenti o amici, prendono come ci rimangono malissimo. Vabbè, continuiamo, vediamo quella risposta.
Are you ready to take your Sub-Zerius exam and graduate from the festival?
Va bene, signorina.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Yeah.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. except these have no sign of human presence.
Ah,
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
gli abitanti di... Non è che siamo in un... no.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Okay, Nahida said...
Però questo. Questo. Sono poi... Gli abitanti di Sumero non... Di Samstar. Se schiaccio questo cosa fa?
The moon...
Non c'entra niente questo.
Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia
Non
Forest.
penso che sia questo, no?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing.
Proviamo, perché l'unica cosa che... Ok.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Ecco, ma ci vuole un genio per dirlo, cioè pensavo che era una cosa logica, scusate. Magari era, per me era una cosa logica, ma per il gioco no. No, quello che ho in testa adesso è che secondo me, in qualche modo, come ho detto prima, siamo come nella cosa di Fallout 4. Penso che o siamo in sta bolla che non riusciamo a capire come uscirne, o non so. Vabbè. E quindi la verità dietro.
The moon... People in Sumeru don't dream. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Quindi la Akasha.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times.
Ah, puoi fare la... Ah, pensavo che dovevamo collegare. Scusa.
We are all in a dream.
Ah, pensavo che...
Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Però dobbiamo uscire. Cioè, dobbiamo svegliarci, giusto? Però quel bip che cacchio.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Tu ragazzina sei simpatica, ma se ce lo dicevi prima.
And it grants knowledge to the people. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. And it grants knowledge to the people.
Speriamo che sia questo.
That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think things through.
Va bene, scusami. Meno male che ti...
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
Questo, allora.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
No,
The
aspetta.
Akasha relies on the
C'era questo.
That doesn't sound right.
Scusa, ma no, ho sbagliato. Ma sono strani
It is
sti...
the manifestation of the God of Wisdom.
Troppo strani.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
Questo?
That doesn't sound right.
Allora, l'ultimo, scusate, volevo...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming.
E soprattutto perché manifestiamo quello che vogliamo nel mondo... nel mondo reale.
In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick?
Ma lei non aveva detto che secondo i saggi sogni non sono altro che sciocche illusioni? E che il fatto che nessuno sogni la benedizione di sua stessa eccellenza, beh certo, è quello che aveva detto.
The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
E non intende soffermarsi qui?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Samsara.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual
Esatto.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking.
Che cosa sbaglio?
The Grand Sage said,
E just a
"Go
minute.
celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
Con tutto il tuo cuore.
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized.
Apparizione adesso.
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared.
Il suono della crash.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
Perché è un sogno. L'abbiamo detto prima, no?
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to...
Aspetta, cosa dicevo questo?
My mind feels exhausted. The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
Con tutto il cuore sta.
The beep is a prompt. Those spaces kept...
Proviamo la scemenza. Ok. Allora il discorso del grande saggio? No. Apparizione scomparsa degli spazi. Ok. Non sa per questo. Produzione di massa dei sogni.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream.
Riesce a mantenere il cervello di ogni persona in uno stato di costante attività onirica, ma separare anche la coscienza dell'individuo dal sogno che sta facendo. E quindi, come cavolo... Perché noi siamo qui dentro?
Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zerus festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha.
Bene.
No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, And so begins another samsara cycle.
Ma quello che non capisco è come fai a prendere delle informazioni e trasformare delle informazioni di un sogno, prendendo un sogno e farlo diventare collettivo. Cioè, se io sono una persona e quel giorno lì sogno, non so, che salvo il mondo, per dire. Invento una formula matematica per salvare il mondo, per dire. L'altro invece sogna qualcosa di ancora più grande, salvare l'universo, inventando un nuovo tipo di numeri matematici oltre all'alfanumerico. Tu prendi questi due, li metti insieme a quelli lì che sognano, che hanno non so, che stanno seduti a giocare al computer, per dire. Non diventa una cosa, cioè, non so, sta cosa qua del ciclo è stranissima perché io non capisco quello. Perché ho capito, è più facile perché raccogli informazioni, le informazioni si vendono su me apparentemente, anche a buon prezzo. Ma allora prendi quello lì che ha il sogno più grande, eccetera, e metti gli altri lì. Cioè, o no? Cioè, un festival. Che se ne frega di un festival? Eh, Quello lì che ha la bancarella che aspetta i clienti, secondo te avrà immaginazione? Ho capito, starà sognando la stessa cosa nuova, e quindi non penso che un'immaginazione dell'immaginazione non esiste, cioè, la base è quella. Ma cosa ci ricavi da uno che sta tutto il giorno così e aspetta un cliente? Cioè, boh, non riesco a capire.
People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha.
La gente si sveglia in un
And so
altro
it continues.
sogno del festival mentre i loro sogni personali vengono prelevati dalla cache. E la storia si ripete. Ah, vedi, appunto. Vedi, cioè, no, un altro. Vabbè, sì, vabbè, l'ho lasciato perdere.
This is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Beh,
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
e come faccio a tornare nel mio...
Alright, last question. Who am I?
L'arcon?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
È lei.
So you noticed.
Le sue eccellenza minore.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
Beh,
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all.
mm.
Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
Un sacco di domande, però non sembra il momento giusto.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
E non ci hai detto la verità, come fanno i saggi a non si accorgono di nulla? Cosa puoi dirmi sui eventuali effetti collaterali? Come mai il sogno è ambientato nel festival? È quello che pensavo.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Boh.
Even you don't know the reason? Wow. Now that's strange.
That's...
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Informazioni sulla ascia, il discorso del grande set.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Did he mean something more?
Informazioni.
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the
Quello lì.
Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest.
Però questo.
That doesn't sound right.
No, allora il discorso del grande saggio.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean?
Perché non ci hanno detto la verità? Come fanno i saggi a far sì che la gente non si accorga? Cosa puoi dirmi su eventuali? Che non c'è semplice. Ah. Vabbè. Come sogno ambientale. Vabbè, abbiamo già. Sono effetti collaterali.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Perché non ci hanno detto subito la verità? Non ci hai detto subito la verità? Come fanno io?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha.
Ah, ecco, ho capito.
So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
Ah, quindi allora più o meno la mia teoria era corretta. Li piazzano no, prendono i loro sogni migliori e li buttano tutti in un sogno del cacchio, giusto?
Never mind Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of déjà vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Che non ci hai detto subito la verità.
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds.
Ah, però l'ha detto in un modo diverso.
Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk.
Okay.
That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
Basta.
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, We have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In effetti.
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
Non è che è tipo sua madre, quella maggiore.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again. Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Ok. Click clock, click clock. Vabbè.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Non sarà mica.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Non c'è più.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
Oh no.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Oddio, no. No, era così simpatica. Eravamo così vicini.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps
Quindi
to
può
keep it
darsi che
going.
c'è altra gente morta qui dentro. That's kinda creepy. Sai che c'è altra gente morta.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler.
Che cacchio.
You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she still...
Sì, ha significato comunque molto. Ti sei dimostrata davvero premurosa come arco. Ha significato comunque molto.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus Festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
Adesso mi dispiace per Reiko.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zerus Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Ah!
So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora.
Certo.
But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
Abbiamo l'artefice poi?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Poi però quando noi entriamo di nuovo nel mondo reale, che abbiamo diviso la nostra coscienza, non è che ci sono degli effetti negativi, penso che magari stiamo combattendo nostra sorella nel boss finale, svegli, ma che cazzo succede? Esplode.
If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Esplode il mondo.
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming?
È assurda sta missione.
After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
What?
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility.
Non farti male però.
Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Non è che vuole comparire per sé.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with
Dà
such a
l'idea
simple
che
wish.
vuole provare a scomparire. Cosa vuole fare? Non so, mi sento demoralizzato, anch'io.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Credo sia un po'... Conoscendo il piano probabilmente si sarebbero resi conto. Un artefice agnaro avrebbe meno probabilità di realizzare che si tratta di un...
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Quello vestito strano? Il cavaliere dei fiori?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the wholesome Zeru's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
E in effetti ha senso. Perché lui non ci pensa. E lo fa lo stesso. Quanto abbiamo qua? Non so se provarci poi un'altra volta, ma... Quanti desideri abbiamo fatto? 3. In realtà abbiamo un barbaraci 6, quindi ci sta... I guess... Uff, porca miseria, voglio ir a Ram. mi stai Elan. È che non devo fissarmi troppo. Cose qua. Però ho 9000 primogemme, cosa me ne faccio? Non mi sbaglio. Non lo so, magari aspettiamo il prossimo. Faccio girare domani, nel senso che ci penso un pochettino. Se ci dà. Se ci dà l'Arcon.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Ma i cosi non sentono che noi facciamo ste cose.
Could you make a wish?
Immagina che il tuo desiderio si realizzi davanti ai tuoi occhi.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Ah, tra poco devo andare a dormire, è già mezzanotte. Comunque sentiamo cosa dici.
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Ah, ti piace la signorina?
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her.
Che carino.
I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
In effetti è abbastanza epica la signorina lì, insomma è piena di soldi, poveraccia, però ci sta come. No. Vabbè, spero che succeda a me.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
Ah, adesso ho capito, furbi,
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Speriamo che funzioni. Per favore.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go.
Non è lui,
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Adesso dovrei andare a dormire, però.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
Loro un'azione.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Ma adesso. Ok, mi metto in pausa così e continuiamo domani. Il fatto è che volevo anche fare altre cose, ma non abbiamo assolutamente tempo. Compensa spedizione. Però io non sono... Cioè, posso andare in giro, posso fare altre missioni, no? O sono obbligato a... Vediamo un po', e se Iran non me la vuole dare, che se ne frega. La base è che... prossimo banner ci saranno altri personaggi. Quindi vabbè. Facciamo solo in fretta perché già a mezzanotte è passato, io sinceramente mi andrei a dormire. Comunque grazie per essere rimasti con me. Yes. No, vabbè. C'è qualcos'altro? Questo. Vabbè, qua io ci ho provato, adesso vorrei di andare a dormire. Niente. Ciao a tutti, domani vediamo di continuare sta roba. È interessantissima sta missione. Comunque, ciao. Ciao.